Hi, welcome and thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you're having a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about talking to someone, talking about someone. Now, if you're working in any place or in your personal relationships or business and any interactions that you have your colleagues, friends, and family members, talking to someone can resolve the problems, but most of the time, we don't do that. But we always do talk about someone. Like, for example, I would say, this is nothing but a gossip. And I say most of our conversations goes to talking about someone. And ask you today, and did you talk to someone about the certain issue you might be having? Or you talk to someone about that person? It's something that we really need to differentiate. Now, you see, it's very difficult to have a difficult conversations to the people, particularly when you're working but in an organization. Suppose if you're leading up 10, 30, 40, 50, 100 employees, suppose if you're directly leading, say, 10 of your managers, assistant managers, so on and so forth, giving them a feedback about what they need to do in a constructively takes a little bit of courage, because you need to balance that, otherwise the other person can go either way. So that brings the strength of your capabilities and the leadership roles you might be having, or it could be personal. But you have to be honest about telling the person what you think is your opinion and what you expect the outcome in a different way. But imagine that you have an employee coming uh, late to the duties, having any performance issues, the results are not being met. Now, if you don't sit down and talk to the person, but talking to other person about this person is not going to help him to improve himself, first of all, and it is not going to bring you any results on that person. So imagine if this continues. Suppose if you're not setting an example of talking to the person instead of talking to someone else about the person, there's a huge gap, because you're not addressing the person, the problems what he has or what you think that he should be going through. Now, probably it might be not all the time right, not all the time wrong, but at the same time, having a one-to-one conversations makes a lot of difference and goes a long way. Same thing goes with your personal relationships. If you have it challenging with your kids, your friends, and with your sisters, brother, wife, so on and so forth, if you have a difficult conversations, you need to still face it and talk to them, so that you both in agreement on what is the way forward. If not, then talking about someone is a gossip, nothing but you're bitching about someone, in other words, but that's not going to help the person. So you need to identify and ask yourself, are you doing the right thing? Are you doing the right thing about talking about someone? Or are you doing the right thing about talking to someone to fix the problem, to address the issue, to address the concern, so that they can be better version of themselves? Yes, it is always good to have a wonderful conversations and giving the positive feedback. You're doing this good, that good, the results are fantastic, you're awesome, outstanding, so on and so forth. But have you wondered, do you think that other person don't have any weakness? If you don't develop the weakness, they're not going to be better version of themselves. Everybody has an opportunity to learn every day. If you think, or if anyone thinks that they reach to the peak and there's nothing else for them to learn, they shut down their doors completely, because they're not going to grow any further. But at the same time, being open-minded, either for you or for the team working with you, that you have to be matured enough to have a wonderful conversations along with the difficult conversations, so that other person can see where he really stands. There is one wonderful example I can give you. Ask yourself, did ever your parents or relatives, or at least some of your close friends, tell you what is wrong with you? Maybe if things are really not working, probably they will talk to you, but most of the time we think they will get better by themselves automatically. That's not going to happen. See, in the world, if you're, unless until everything you're doing on yourself on your own, in a world of 7.5 billion people, you have to work or change, or you have to face the people other than your family, friends, and relatives, which is a close circle of 20, 30 people in your limit. but that's not your entire life. It's going to be, yes, they are part of it, but you have to face the different world, bigger world. People are going to be mean to you. People are going to tell you what's wrong with you on your face. So if you always being told that this is good, that is good, you're doing fantastic, you're doing excellent for about say 15 to 20 years. Now when you go out to the world and then people are looking at the things what you need to improve, you're not going to take it to your heart, and you think that other people are not treating you well. You really need to connect with the people, try to understand, work with the people, look at the different perspective, different way of things, how the world is functioning. You're not only of your close 1 2 3 circle of contacts, your entire life is going to be, you're going to be working with the people, you're going to communicating with the people, you get along with the people. So you got to know what are the things that you need to understand in order to sail through the situation, sail through the day-to-day activities, sail through your coming years ahead. Your parents, your relatives, your friends and families are not going to be there forever for you to face your different situations which may come along, which will definitely come along in your future. So it's very important as a parent, as a friend and close friend, family member, if you want other person really to see evolve and get better, give them a constructive criticism. Tell them what they need to improve so that they are from the beginning getting into their heart that they really need to look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what, I need to improve here. If you're always telling wonderful things, great things, positive things, there are negative things which is not going to be improved, and the other person is definitely going to have problem in the future. So end of this lesson, I wanted to take one thing. You will only evolve when you can communicate with the people and open for a criticism. At the same time, if you're leading any organization, if you're in a leadership position, in a business, your family, so on and so forth, you need to know how to give positive things, most importantly, negative things about the someone and where they need to improve, being specific. Telling someone, okay, that's not right and I don't like that, is not the statement you should make. You need to go deep down into the situation, what kind of situation they had gone through and what improvement you wanted to see. If it is in a professional environment, if it is a personal, it is related to your relatives or so on and so forth, you need to give them, sit down and have a wonderful talk. At the same time, you need to tell them, hey, you know what, this is, you need to improve on this one, so that they will take criticism while they're young, and then when they go up into the world, and they will feel that's how the world works, not the other way around. I hope that simple tip can help you to understand life in a bigger perspective. I hope you do practice that and accept the criticism positively if someone is telling you to, where you need to improve, because that's a blessing that you're receiving. Look it in the mirror. You don't need to take anything on the face, but at the same time, ask yourself, if someone is asking you, if someone is telling you the same thing over and over and different people, you really need to ask yourself, look in the mirror, say, hey, what, probably I need to improve here so that you can be a better version of yourself than where you are now. So talk to someone to sort out the problems, situations, and for them to do better. Talking about someone only not helping you in any ways, and also it's not helping the other person. So be open-minded, talk to someone instead of talking about someone. Stay stabilized. I hope that helps for you to do better in what you do, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.